Damn. All right. Once again, we're going to get an update with my man, Ramon. Thank you so much for doing this for me, man. I had to come here to ask you guys, how do you feel about the new ARD Homeless Shelter that they're making?
It does sound pretty good. I am concerned about a few things, like, is it just for single people or is it for just families? Like, I just found out just now about it. I don't know if it's ongoing or it's temporarily, but it needs to be known. People need to know.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like right now that they're saying that it's for families. I know a lot of people want to know, like, if it's co-ed, can you bring animals and things like that. I think they need to release more information out to the public. They're saying that it's going to be done by the end of 2025. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, every other city in Arizona has a homeless shelter. But Tempe, only thing I could say is what took so long. Do you guys have questions like that or wonder why?
There's only so many people you could put in one shelter.
That's true.
Before it overflows, and even then, a lot of people are going to be outside, and for the government to make it kind of wishy-washy with the urban camping, arresting people quite literally for nothing.
Yeah.
It's shameful, like, how you could say that that's not inhumane, but it really is.
It is.
It puts stuff on your record just for sleeping outside.
Yeah, it puts a stain on what would be economically normal, to say the least. I think that sleeping in a park is what you're supposed to do. There's been plenty of times as a kid that, I've had or emulated a picnic, we'll just say. I don't know if I don't remember having like a real picnic.
I think it states in one of the constitutions, like, if you don't have a place to go,
home or residence,
the nearest park will be your temporary shelter if all the shelters are full.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's so that's loud. But yeah, you're right. I mean, and parks are supposed to subside or be the subsidiary for that. They're supposed to, if you're walking and you're tired, what do? You stop at a park and rest. That's what it's supposed to be for. But people have already tried it, where there's regular people who work day jobs, who are, laying with their girlfriend or significant other, or just their kids and family. And they'll put a blanket out on the park, lay down, and then someone who from the homeless side will come and attempt the same process, and they'll get the ticket and get asked to leave. And I don't think that's fair at all, man. I think that needs to change.
It used to be just a ticket. Now it's just an urban camping warning throughout Tempe, and you get arrested.
Yeah. I'm also hearing that when they take you, they're not letting you get none of your papers or anything that you have. Like, for instance, like if you have an ID or social security card, they don't give you no paper stating how or when to go about getting that returned to you. Is that true, or have you heard anything about that rumor, or is that just something?
I don't know. I haven't been arrested to find out.
Definitely. Good. Stay out here, man. We need you out here.
But I wouldn't doubt it. Like, I ran into quite a lot of aggressive cops that were not doing their job and doing illegal things, making illegal arrests. I've witnessed a few.
And so it has to scare you, right?
Yeah, in Mesa, a Phoenix. It's all over.
It's everywhere. No urban camping. That's horrible, man. I mean, I feel that they need to put rules out. Like, put a rule out. You know? Tell us what their idea of urban camping is so that you'll know.
They've told me several different times. They told me if you lay a blanket over yourself while you're at a park with your stuff around you, that will be considered as urban camping. Another cop told me it's okay to just lay a blanket out as long as you don't have your stuff around you. You could have it at a bench or something. And that's from one cop. Another cop told me it's just flat out illegal to have a bunch of stuff
with you, period, huh?
They'll just call it urban camping. Say I had more blankets than this in a wagon.
Yeah.
They'll try to justify it and then arrest you for having a bunch of stuff. Honestly.
That's awful, man. That's horrible. What do they say about you running, like, say if you're walking with, like, 5 people? Do they say anything about that, too, nowadays?
They say that's suspicious, and they think that that's enough to pull you over, to talk to you, or at least have any encounter, which is not, it's not.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just don't know. You know, I hope for you guys anyway, and even just from, it'd be better just to have a place that, you know, that is co-ed and that don't make you guys have to jump so many hoops to have to get into this place, you know, because most places like CAS or homeless shelters that I've heard of, you know, you got to jump excessive hoops. It's like it's almost impossible, you know. You got rules to follow. It's like a jail inside a jail.
Like the places Hope wants to take you is either to CAST, which is terrible,
Andre House,
or I Hope, or some of the other shelters in, you know, other cities. But they don't really want to help. Like they'll ask you, hey, do you need resources, but don't actually provide the necessary resources for you. They'll just tell you, hey, go here, go here, go here.
That's what I heard. I mean,
and the places they offer, you have to have money to utilize them.
Oh yeah. I heard you have to have like jobs, or at least be attempting to get a job and actually pay your way.
They pay like $250 a week. Doesn't sound too bad, but at the same time, that's a weekly $250. That's $500 every 2 weeks. That's $1,000 right there, as is a month. At one of these halfway houses or whatever places they prefer to put you at.
Yeah, most definitely.
So you're better off just saving up the money to get into an apartment, just to, you know, not deal with the extra stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
But to just put somebody in a position where you have to pay $250 weekly, it's a give and take. It's hard to really debate on that.
Yeah, I mean, $250 is a lot of money, man. When it's all said and done, and then on top of like your other expenses, like you have a woman. We know there's people who have, you know, fuse and twos, you know, things like that, or, you know, to say the least, or whatever. But yeah, you know, I mean, cigarettes, you know, wash up your condiments, things of that nature, you know, your toiletries, stuff like that. It definitely can be overbearing. You know what I mean? So I think that
but
it would be hard, you know, $250 plus all that, and then having a phone, stuff like that.
What I think about the shelter program that they're marketing, they need to be more. It needs to be more out there. They need to really put it out there to show that they're trying. Because it doesn't really look like the government is trying to help. Especially Tempe. Tempe just shrugs the homeless off.
It's weird. I feel that with all the open areas that they have here, that I don't know what having small houses would do. I just think What if they gave you got like someone bought a piece of land, just say 10 acres, and just let it be self-sufficient or self-ran?
I think that would work perfectly.
I think so too. Like here, and it only could be here, like Phoenix. I don't know about. I mean, I'm not sure. You know, if it could work anywhere else in any other cities here, but definitely here in Tempe, man. The camaraderie's a lot different. Like you guys are cool over here, man. I feel that you guys would be able to come to a solution on a head or a situation on anything. I think it would get resolved real quick. And that's what I think, man. You know, like I said, as always, I want to thank you for this little brief update. I always got one last. I'm always gonna ask the same last question. Where do you see yourself, 5 years from now?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You don't know?
What things are going, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be housed, or I'm just going to be going to state just to travel, because
a lot of people do that, like hop on the train and just get ghosts. Man, I think that would be crazy. Like, yeah, just on the land, like. I think that would, I'm gonna be real, like even for someone like me, I think that would be fun, like just to, cause I never been anywhere. Like most people, it's crazy. Yeah, most people that I talk to, they've been places. I've never been nowhere, bro. Besides, like, I've been nowhere, and just in Arizona. I never got to go anywhere cool or like do anything like that. So that'd be something I would.
If you do this while traveling, you'll be bigger than Austin.
Yeah, I'm not trying to compete with no one, man. I'm just trying to do my own thing, man. But yeah, as always, man, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Thank you so much for this little update, and next time we'll get another one, man, all right?
Okay.
Thank you so much.